guys, it's Luthien.
And this is Emrys.
And we're Girls with Sabers.
Woohoo!
So, welcome to our first live, raw, barely edited podcast. We're not going to have as many visuals as we normally do for our video essays and for our other edited podcasts. We're going to put up, this is new information that's coming into us that people have probably now seen throughout the week of the set leaks from episode 9. We're going to pull up a few side-by-sides, maybe have one or two other visuals, but mostly it's just going to be our Girls with Sabers background. So it's definitely going to be more podcast style. So yeah, stick with us. Give us that watch time. Don't turn us off. We need the watch time.
That won't be the norm for all podcasts. That will just be for a certain sort of time is the essence type podcast. So we hope you enjoy.
Yep.
Well, some dark Dameron evidence has emerged.
Yes, it has. If you have seen the leaked set photos, if you have not seen the leaked set photos, we'll provide them anyway. We're going to analyze it a little bit, talk about it, discuss it. So if you don't want to see them, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, spoilers. Okay, there's your chance. So here you go. This is leaked footage from the set of Star Wars Episode 9. We have Finn, and we have Poe, and we do have Chewie. We also have some what seems to be either new Resistance personnel, or possibly they're in an edge of the galaxy outer rim planet. So we have some newcomers. We have horse-looking animals, which is going to be interesting to see if they kind of CGI the faces on the horses to give them different facial features. But we'll have to wait and see. But that's not why we're recording this. We're recording this because let's take a gander at what Poe is wearing. Very telling, because it is a similar dress to Gaston.
Like, it wasn't before. I mean, here he had his full Wickham regimental pilot garb. Now he's full-on Gaston.
Yep.
Full-on Gaston with the boots, with the straps.
With the belt.
And with the gloves.
Yep. We're going to put it up a side-by-side so you can see this. But it is, even you look at Finn and his, the belt that's going across his chest is going to his right. Poe's is actually going to his left, exactly the same way that Gaston's did. Also, that's very telling because in medieval times, the left was considered sinister and evil, and plus he's also wearing gloves, which also means he's hiding something.
And there's more evidence since we recorded our original Dark Dameron.
Yeah.
Some of the footage of the new series of the Resistance is even more telling. There's a scene where a Resistance member sees someone being thrown off of a deck and into the water, and he's shocked. And what does Poe say?
Yeah, that guy? You don't have to worry about that guy. Pretty much. Oh, what's that? Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you basically see a moment of bullying and a moment of, let's just call it what it is.
Yeah.
That is dark side tactics. It's always been, even in Empire Strikes Back, we've talked about it before, that the core understanding of the Resistance or the rebels is that they fight motivated by love and not by hate. And so they do not seek to bully or hurt or maim people. I mean, yes, they fight and they end up killing people, but it's with the least means of hurting people possible. That throwing someone over the edge is, there's no other way of seeing that but bullying someone and being harsh with someone.
Well, it's either they're bullying someone and just, throwing him off the side, but I saw it as they're killing someone. They're taking someone that they probably had captured and then disposing of him. So that could go either way. We'll really have to see what's happening with that scene.
I was
resistance.
Sorry to interrupt. There's a delay and
Yeah, that's all right. As long as there isn't an audio hiccup, for the love of God. You guys, we've had so many tech problems. Oh my God.
But we are girls with sabers,
yep.
and we fight back. And
we continue on. I end the recording session with Emrys, and a slew of expletives comes out, and I want to throw my hard drive across the room. But then I calm down. I calm down, and I take a few deep breaths and try to troubleshoot like an adult.
Stop.
Yeah.
Just kill it if you have to. Keep moving forward. But there's just, it's not that I hate Poe. Like, Poe was one of my favorite characters in Force Awakens. Like, I loved him.
Yeah.
But my suspicion grew more and more during The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And then when the comic book came out with him saying to Finn that he gave his jacket to him because it was unlucky, to me that was a turn.
It will be interesting to see what we see in the Resistance show.
Yeah.
But I really feel that it's the twist that Star Wars needs. I mean, they originally were going to kill Poe, have Poe die in The Force Awakens. So
someone said that in the comments.
Yeah, someone brought that up again in our comments. And I think that would be very interesting to see the rise of Ben Solo and the demise of Poe Dameron. Well, like you said, if the leaks are to be believed, and some of the majority of the Resistance thinks Supreme Leader Kylo Ren is this benevolent leader, that is not going to bode well. I mean, that's not going to sit well with Poe at all. And if Rey has to, I mean, we know that she'll be with Finn. I mean, we did not see her in these set pictures. But if it's to be believed that we're going to see a lot more of her and Finn together, well, for how long are we going to see them together? I mean, we know she's going to have to start doing her own thing where she's either teaching new Jedi or finding answers. And who knows what path that's going to lead her down. So it'll be interesting to see if, obviously, they're not looking to Rey for leadership. They're looking towards Poe, but they're also saying, well, why are we doing this if Kylo Ren is such a benevolent leader? But his outfit just screams Gaston. It totally does. Only it's a different color scheme.
And he has no ponytail.
Yeah, no ponytail. I was half expecting that. I told Emrys this a few days ago when we first saw the photos. I said, God, I really thought his hair would be a little bit slicked back and it would be in a ponytail. But he does have that curly Q part like hanging down over his forehead. Like it's it's wispy and whimsical. But the gloves are very, very telling. I'd be a little bit taken aback if he wasn't wearing gloves, but the fact that he has gloves on, it'll be very interesting to see how long the gloves stay on.
I can't wait.
JJ knows what he's doing. JJ definitely knows what he's doing.
Oh my goodness, does he ever? And I can just see when Oscar Isaac says to J.J. Abrams, hey, I really want to be in this movie, but I've died in every single movie I've been in. Can I live in this one? And J.J. Abrams is like, let's see, we really want Oscar Isaac for this character. What can we do with him? Oh, I know. We're making Beauty and the Beast in space. We're making Pride and Prejudice in space. He's our Wickham and our Gaston. And
he's lived in a couple of his films. He lived in, excuse my yawn. Dang.
It's been a trying day, y'all.
Yeah, that music one that Adam Driver was in, the Llewyn Davis or whatever thing. Yeah.
Yes.
He lived in that one. He lived in the Armenian genocide film, which was actually pretty good. It was very depressing, but very good. He lived in that one. The one that I despised was that one with Jessica Chastain, that mob one. But I despised it so much I don't remember if he lived or died.
That was the commentary. If you watch the Force Awakens documentary, he makes that statement that we wanted Oscar Isaac. However, he said, I don't want to be in it if I'm going to die. I've died in almost all the films I've recently been in. And so they're like, okay, there's a way we can make him survive the crash. We figured out a way for him to continue on. So that's why, because Poe was originally...
No wonder there's this huge gap of knowledge about what happened to Poe, like how did he survive the crash. They didn't even freaking know.
No, but I think it's because they were probably thinking, okay, if we're going to do Beauty and the Beast in space, Pride and Prejudice in space...
We need a Gaston, yep.
We need a Gaston, we need a Wickham. Oh, Oscar Isaac has this incredible charm and charisma, and he could be our Wickham. He could be our... Gaston, and
they needed to find a quick storyline.
Yeah.
I wish I was a fly on the wall for the early storyboards, because I'm wondering, since they thought, Poe would be dying, I wonder if they were going to shove Hux into that role. Like, somehow in episode 2, Rey would develop a relationship with Hux. Because, you see that fan fiction, too, where Rey and Hux are together.
Yeah.
And the fan art. So that would be really interesting to find out if that's originally what they were planning, because then you have this Moulin Rouge type thing where she has this force bond with Kylo Ren, Ben Solo, but then Hux, is running at the end, like carrying the gun and ready to shoot them both,
And Donald Gleason and Daisy Ridley also have really good chemistry.
Yes, they do. In interviews, it's great.
Their interviews are adorable with each other. I would love to see them in a romantic comedy together.
Yeah, that would be really good.
Yeah. Yes, oh my goodness, I love Donald Gleason. Yep. Sorry, I have to just kind of...
Respect for the gingers, they don't get enough love. You think the tall, you always got the tall, dark, handsome, but then you got the gingers like Eddie Redmayne and Domhnall Gleeson. It's Michael Fassbender is more of a redhead than anything. He's not like full blown ginger, but he's got.
Tom Hiddleston is actually a ginger.
Yep, Tom Hiddleston is. Yeah.
But, it's just we love our gingers. We need to take care of them.
Yep.
Population is decreasing in our world, and we need to see them
# protect the gingers.
Amen. Amen.
Well, anyway, so welcome to our first raw and barely edited podcast, guys. We're talking Dark Dameron. We're sticking to that. We're holding fast because we're just getting, in our mind, we're getting tons of more evidence. So, yeah.
And we could be wrong.
We totally could be wrong.
Yeah. Speculating on what we see and what we have developed.
Yeah.
So, it's that chess piece. We see Pride and Prejudice. We see Beauty and the Beast. And so we go, okay, with that template in mind, who could fill those places?
And we feel they're being filled perfectly. So I'm just throwing that out there. So, yeah, but that certainly doesn't ruin episode 9 for us, even though we know how it's going to end. It's fine.
Well, there's just an insane amount of possibilities.
We had a great comment, and I don't have my phone, so I can't pull up YouTube, but we had a great comment, which, thank you for this comment. I'm about to call out your comment if you're listening. But he or she stated that Rey could be the one to propose to Ben. And that, because Ben already did. And I think that's really interesting, too. I personally don't feel, obviously it's Mythbusters plausible. And
yeah.
I think Ben, because Kylo Ren proposed to Rey in The Last Jedi, not Ben Solo.
Yep.
So I really do feel we're going to get a Ben Solo proposal. But that's very interesting for two reasons. One, she has to be the one to make the choice. So I find that, to keep the female empowerment going. And that rolls on into my next statement, to keep the female empowerment rolling. Why can't the female propose to the male figure? So I would think would be very interesting if they put it that way. You also see in Pride and Prejudice that, yeah, Darcy kind of asks, but Elizabeth also had just as equal measure in deciding to marry him, if I'm remembering that correctly. Yeah, he states his love for her, but then if you watch the Keira Knightley version, she goes up to him and she's the one to take his hand and kiss it.
Mm-hmm.
She's the one who initiated and took the step towards that type of intimacy. So that'll be very interesting if they decide to do that.
You could say she opened the door back.
Mm-hmm.
Both Elizabeth slammed the door on Darcy's first proposal.
Yes.
After Darcy said, your situation in life is decidedly below my own, and all of these things about how he disdains her family, and her family has behaved in such a manner, and things of that nature. And he basically says the same thing that Kylo says to Rey. And of course, I'm not saying anything new here, but just in case you're not familiar with Pride and Prejudice, it's pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
Same parallel. In fact, I went back and read the proposal scene in Pride and Prejudice.
Oh, yeah.
And I went and read the novelization proposal scene.
Mm-hmm.
And it talks about how Darcy's face turns white. And how Kylo's face turns white at this moment. They use such similar language, and also the age is the same.
Yeah, Elizabeth is 19 or 20, and Darcy is 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elizabeth tells Lady Catherine de Bourgh that she's not 1 in 20, so she's around that 20-year-old mark, which that's how old Rey is.
You guys, more evidence that Poe is Wickham.
So many parallels.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I can't wait. Listen, 500 days.
Woohoo! That just is so sad. I'm
That's
so
sad. Too long.
Well, it is, because I have to wait so long.
We need more photo leaks. Which, I'm like, oh my god, I don't want to see them, but then I'm like peering through my hands.
Them. I mean, I know.
My fingers are covering my hands, but I'm looking through them.
Yes, exactly. It's like I want to see, but I don't want to see.
Yep.
Emrys, and as I was editing this, I was looking at those photos, and all of a sudden it hit me that, hey, what if this woman right here is Naomi Aki? I hope I'm pronouncing her name correctly. And if it is, if you remember our episode 9 commentary, we talked about how Naomi Aki could be playing Lando's daughter. Well, look what she's wearing. She's wearing some red shoes. She's wearing a flowy mustard cape, very bright, dramatic colors in comparison with the rest of the people on that set. Very Lando-esque, right? So we were wondering, what do you guys think? Do you think she could be Lando's daughter? Please put those comments down below. And of course, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, go on commenting. It really means the world to us. Your support, it just means everything. We so appreciate it. Peace, love, and Reylo, guys.